every single weekend, and just being able to keep up with all those players, like you got to be built different for that.
Luckily, Lights seems to be built different.
Do be built different.
Wait a minute, this is not what I expected.
Hold on. I'm guessing Lights is playing Diddy.
I would think, yeah.
Okay.
Watermelon is his tag, but when I did do some research on tinygiant, and on Smash Data, he's listed as the Bowser main, but K. Rool, similar enough.
They're both big and reptilian.
Yeah, they got them scales, they got those nairs. Like, you know, one for the other.
This matchup on paper, I can't say is too kind to King K. Rool, but maybe he's hoping to power through with the new buffs that K. Rool's had, where belly armor is kind of just like... Belly armor's nuts. Like, the fact that you can have aerials and moves all naturally blocked by your own belly, which is the primary spot where a lot of characters are going to hit you. That's definitely going to help you a lot in matchups where a lot of characters are seeking to inhibit your mobility.
Yeah, just dead center.
My man wanted out. He said, all right, I'm gonna head out real quick. Oh my god. There's a fiesta going on off stage right now.
He keeps coming back. He wants more.
He's that unwanted guest that you want out of your house, but you somehow just keep showing up.
That's something to think about. Like, K. Rool has a whole bunch of belly armor, as you mentioned, but some of their moves is just normal heavy armor or super armor. Like, namely the crown. Crown armor is separate in its entirety and is ridiculously hard to break after, I think it was 7.0 he got his buffs. I don't remember. But it's become an even better tool in neutral because you can now approach with it stronger, and strong is that down air. Holy.
Yeah, I actually on paper it looks bad, but just like given how a lot of K. Rools tend to use his tools and where they position themselves when they're starting to do crown, plus that recovery, like I don't think King Chris is gonna get Lights is gonna get a lot of edge guards on tinygiant, just given where the hitbox is positioned on K. Rool's recovery. Like that Z drop is a really good tool, and I'm glad he's using that though. Oh no, bonk!
Just throws the banana.
Bonk. No more monkeys jumping on the bed. He's done. That up throw does so much damage, it's ridiculous, and it doesn't send that far, so like maintaining stage control after doing it is like insane. So this game is looking really good for tinygiant, and he armored right through the banana throw. That was insane.
That's the power. That's the power of K. Rool armor, because a lot of what K. Rool does well, and a lot of what all of the heavies in Ultimate do well, is play against the player, not really the matchup. Like, you'll see this most consistently with Ganon. Like, Signified is potentially the worst character in the game, yet Ganon's so terrifying, and the same thing can apply to K. Rool, because one false move and down smash high profiles your shenanigans, and you get flattened.
Dude, he didn't use that move that entire game either, which was like kind of crazy. Because a lot of K. Rools tend to use that option to kind of wrap up a lot of stock. My man got squished.
Oh yeah,
I got a Diddy pancake on our hands now.
Monkey fell off and bumped his head.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. So yeah, I'm predicting we're gonna see a character switch just because Lights looked a tad bit uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
In that, just because and tinygiant utilized like K. Rool's assets like impeccably there, like. Just powering through all those banana throws, using the right hitboxes, staying patient, good out of shield punishes. My man didn't freak out when he got hit by a banana off stage. There we go. Okay, the Cloud. This is definitely like another very potent pick from Lights, and I'd probably say it's his like second best character.
Yeah, we see
really
him pull
good.
out, like, a bunch of different characters. I remember seeing his Peach. I remember seeing his, I think it was his Robin at one point. That might have been Amaryllis. Never mind.
Chris, buddy, you got to charge your Joy-Con. What are you doing?
Control
It's
a
a
battery
pro
life,
controller.
man.
I'm on it.
How are we gonna play Super Mario 35 now?
Yeah. Oh my God! Fair into finishing touch. That was crazy.
Shout outs to Grounded Spikes, no longer techable. Infinite combo potential.
Jesus. And already Lights looking way. Oh, okay, good tech right there. Yeah, that's a move that King K. Rools love to use to suck stocks away. But already looking a lot more comfortable. You know, all he needed was a big sword to help him out and like keep the distance between him and tinygiant.
Yeah, it's harder to armor through and power through a sword, big sword aerials and big sword moves as compared to banana, and that'll do it.
Great edge guard right there. Yeah, people. I don't see enough people really try to go off stage and edge guard King K. Rool. It's like a really good tool because if you just hit him horizontal, you can either force a stage spike or something. My man probably won't be able to counter edge guard you back. And this damage being piled up by lights right now, holy moly!
I love Cloud. I just think Cloud's real cool.
He's really he is super cool.
I know like he's a prominent Wi-Fi threat, and you know, climb hazard out of shield is a beast in and of its own, but
that stock was poetry.
When Cloud moves real well.
He be schmoovin'.
Yeah, he really do be schmoovin' out here.
I love the changes they made to Cloud and how they just kind of made him this game because you do have to have a certain level of precision to hit a lot of his stuff in comparison to Smash 4, where his up air pretty much did most of the punish game for him. Oh my god, that was a great connection right there off the crown. Might be too little too late though, as that was only Lights' very first stock. Holy moly. And down air too, poking.
Very like textbook edge guards and 2 frames coming out from Lights, like going deep when he had the limit cross slash. When he didn't, just trying to 2-frame with that down air, got it twice. So a testament to Cloud's sword and its size.
Good matchup knowledge too, honestly, by Lights. Just knowing to do that through the ledge. I feel like my man just knew, like, he looked far more comfortable with this character pick on this stage in particular, with how to deal with a lot of the stuff that K. Rool was kind of mucking up last game. Like the first game, he got kind of hit a lot by K. Rool's up B and a lot of other stuff. And his advantage also just looked 10 times more confident, just how he was comboing King K. Rool. It was like really good switch on his part for sure.
Yeah, if Cloud, well, they toned him down, he still excels at the same things he always had, which is juggling, pressure, and
oppression.
Yeah,
just oppression.
He's coming for you.
He's definitely he does not want you to land.
No. What are you doing? On your feet are on the ground?
You're on my stage? Not anymore. So now it's up to tinygiant to kind of make the readjustment here and how he's going to make this comeback, because it's kind of a slaughterhouse game 2 right now. And game 3, not looking too much different.
No, all of these Z-drop aerials, like Z-drop Nair and Fair coming out from Lights, and the transcendent properties of Limit Blade Beam. We have those, folks.
That's right. Transcendent stuff in this game is definitely a blessing and a curse for a lot of characters. Ooh, though, okay. Trying to go for the Tiger Woods PGA Tour golf swing right there. Not going to be whiffing.
Yeah, no hole-in-ones here.
No hole-in-ones here. Oh my god, the tried and true down smash, you know? You in trouble? It's time to... This is what dying feels like.
Yes.
You seen that video?
No, I'm not. That sounds hilarious.
It's such a good video. Alright, though, now looking a lot better for tinygiant. Like, K. Rool still is a big boy, so his punishes are definitely going to hurt when they hit you. So really, tinygiant only needs like a few openings to kind of open up Cloud.
Yeah, the best thing they gave K. Rool, who has more infamous like anti-airing and zoning tools in things like Crown and Blunderbuss, but K. Rool's grab combo game is surprisingly in-depth, where you get like standard things like the forward throw dash attack, as we saw earlier.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But even like other mix-ups that aren't true, but definitely things that exist, like a forward throw back air, which can rob stock at exactly 0.
So this ledge trapping right now was like, you're a heavy and you're on the ledge against Cloud. You might as well start praying to whatever god you believe in, because you're gonna be setting up real estate there for quite a bit. And already another 40 damage, just kind of breaking his ankles a little bit too. Already at a hot 70. Wow, this is looking scary for tinygiant.
Okay, I like that pressure on the off the ledge, coming off aggressive instead of going for a neutral getup, and
I'm about to head out.
Just slip sliding away. Up tilt. Ooh, wait. He was looking for the kill, but Lights kept calm under the pressure and with these techs.
All right, climb hazard out of shield once again. Tries to get the blunderbuss absorption right there. This is looking super duper scary for Tiny Giant. And now that Cloud is limit, he's got to be extra careful with how he recovers. Ooh, okay. Got both of them. Oh my god, and he just dipped low.
He thought he was going to go back on stage. It looks like I was tricked. I got mixed up. Like I thought he was just going to land back on stage with down air and try and set up the same kind of ledge trap, but nope, I've got limit. I can make it back, or I can at very least make it sure you don't.
And that was such a good mix-up too on Lights' part. Just instead for opting to go back to stage, just dropping off of ledge and just hitting with that cross slash. Like he picked up on the fact that Tiny Giant was recovering that way every single time, trying to maximize how safe he was recovering with K-Rool. But you could still hit him. You could still hit him. You could still go down there and just mess him up. So really good awareness by Lights. Good showing by Tiny Giant though. Honestly, like he definitely was making him Lights sweat a little bit during some of those stocks. It's just that Lights combo game, his punish game, just like the impression he was ledge trapping with, like he was not letting Tiny Giant breathe whatsoever.
Yeah, Lights has one of the best things that I see about him when I watch him play is he has insane flow when it comes to this game. And even with Cloud, who doesn't have the greatest, like not always the greatest up close tools, particularly against Shield, like his grab is really bad. But man, like he was using Cloud's dash grab, he was using Cloud's really good positional throws. Like I think Cloud has some of the best like positioning throws in this game, even with his really poor grab, and using those on top of these empty hops and falling aerials just to mix up Tiny Giant throughout the entire game. No disrespect to Tiny Giant, but it really looks like in some portions of game 3, like there's no hope. He just locked in.
He was locked in.